Okay, so there's a rather special beer to review tonight. Again, it's been in Bingley Brew Club boxes. It's another Bingley Brew Club review from what I've previously put in, and it's gold topped, black labelled, which makes it feel a bit special. Not only that, it's got some fantastic artwork. There's a snake or a cobra here, some sort of horned god with a werewolf, some fire rings. It's all going on this can art. But not only that, it's a black Quebec TIPA, so a triple IPA, and it's 11.2%. So you're probably not going to get through too many of these. This is probably the can for the night. It says it's vegan. It's called Loki. It's from Tartarus beers, which are over in Leeds, over in Sheepscar. 440ml can is normal. Hops are Ella, Topaz, Nelson Sauvignon, Cohato, and Horindal Quebec yeast. So there's 4 different hops in here. Art is by Farah Art, if you want to give them a like or a follow on Instagram. You can understand why this is quite an expensive can at 11.2, and it's crafted, and there's after 8.5% ABV, there's duty to add on. So these are getting rarer and rarer to find at that high percentage, and obviously with it being that high percentage, it's got such a long shelf life. You could have this 2 years probably, and it not go off. Yeah, store cool, under 8 degrees. 3 degrees this has been in the fridge. And yeah, let's get into it. So smoke, I don't know if you saw that, there was definite smoke. There's definite smoke there. Bingley Brew Club glass, as always. And pouring this dark IPA into here. So you can see that's pretty murky, not quite black. And I think what I'd say to the people that don't like darks or black beers, black Quebec TIPA, so that Quebec is just a yeast, is just a dark version of an IPA. So you're probably going to get the same not flavour, but similarities to an IPA. And then that darkness sometimes is synthetic, so it's exactly the same as a normal IPA, or it could have chocolate or coffee in, or dried fruits, prunes, raisins. This does smell a little bit caramel, I think it is. There's a hint of caramel or some form of burnt crystallised sugars that make it that dark. It just says barley, wheat, sugar, water, hops and yeast. Doesn't really give you any indication on why it's that colour, so it'd be good to learn why it's that colour. Is it one of the hops that changes it? You know, Ella, Topaz, it's probably not the Sauvignon one because you put that in white wine. What is Cohato? I've never had that hop before. I'll keep that there. I know I'm littering on a little bit, but I just want to kind of savour this. One thing is you can't see my logo now. It doesn't really work with dark beers. Head pretty much dissipated, you know, quarter of a finger at best, half a finger at best when it was poured. So interestingly enough, I'm going to have to eat my words here. Eat them a little bit, I guess, anyway. But first mouth of flavour, was your roasty toasty coffee, caramel, chocolate, stout flavours, the stuff you'd want in a winter stout or imperial stout. But then that second mouthful were a bit more like the transmission that I just had. If you, I don't know, had a mouthful of stout, then a mouthful of that, and then you get this. So very interesting, very complex sort of beer going on. Probably too complex for me. But I can appreciate it and it's very nice. There's a little bit of mouth burn on the back. And that 11.2% is hidden very, very well. It's only a slight mouth burn, just right up at the top. I think, interestingly enough, if you've had this, please let me know what you thought of it. Did you get them roasted coffee flavours? And did you also think it was an IPA? Yeah, this, I can't remember how much they are. £8 I want to say roughly a can, maybe a little bit more. Obviously it doesn't really matter when it's in the brew club, because you just pay for the box and whatever beer comes. It might be a £3 can, it might be an £8 or a £9 can, but the monthly fee is still the same. So try to include interesting beers like this, mainly to retain customers. And just artwork, isn't it? Artwork, gold tops, just something special about getting stuff like this. Maybe not every can, but a couple of Tartarus beers have been in ours. I think 12 in total. It's very rich, yeah. It is very rich, and you can taste some burnt notes coming through. For me, I'm a fan of stout, so maybe you do need to be a fan of dark beers to enjoy this. But yeah, let me know if you've had it. Stick a like on these videos, which are getting about 8 views, and are doing dreadful, but I would love to continue doing videos like this, of interesting beers in cans, not just big names like Leffy, which is on this machine, which gets more views. Cheers.